Hey, Kirsten from I Know What's Up. And it's a little bit tricky today trying to do a video. Beautiful, beautiful out. We had a nice rain, but it's a little breezy and I wanted to go to the rooftop, but I can't because it's too breezy and things are covered with plastic, so it's a bit noisy. Anyways, this video is about getting back to the basics and what I wanted to share was that we are always chasing health in some fashion or form, and we're chasing some magic bullet, some magic pill. We're looking for easy ways to fix hard problems. We use supplements in many cases, thinking that's going to fix this problem or that problem. But think about the word supplements. Supplements is just that. It supplements something that's already good, that's intact, hopefully. It's there to supplement when you just don't have those perfect days. And yet, here we are having bad diets, and we're relying on supplements versus just getting a good basics. So I really believe in a back to basics kind of philosophy. And what does that actually mean? Well, that means it's a well-rounded approach to your health. It's exercise, it's sunlight, it's sleep, it's what you eat and drink, it's your mind health, your spiritual health. It's vast, it's multi-layered. And it's not as hard as you think. So when I talk about going back to the basics, I've said before, I don't believe in dieting. Because, for instance, a well-rounded diet of your different food groups, your proteins, your carbs, your fruits, your vegetables, your fats, are all essential. Your body needs every one of those things. So when you have diets like the carnivore diet, which is really popular, you're actually you can be hurting yourself because from my understanding of what that kind of diet does is you are trying to, instead of using glucose as your energy source, you're using fat as your energy source. And that's not good for you because your brain loves glucose. It wants glucose. And so these fad diets, although they can have some good benefits, can also have some things that are harmful in the long run. So a lot of times they might be really good things to try here and there, and they might give you a boost in some way. But over the long haul, we have to have a well-rounded diet. That includes your fats, your carbs, your proteins, your fruits, your vegetables. And then by doing that, you're getting all kinds of variety of minerals and vitamins and enzymes and just all kinds of nutrition by being well-rounded. So that's why I don't believe in diets and why I think, back to the basics is a really simple philosophy. When I hear great things, and I want to do a video on vitamin D because it's crucial, I also always, my first line of thinking is to always go to what natural source can I use to get vitamin D. For instance, just to explain that a little bit to you, the sun is your best natural source of vitamin D. You can get it in some foods, but like eggs and maybe grass-fed beefs and stuff like that. But really your best and absolute 100% best source is the sun. And all it takes is 5 to 30 minutes every day to be out in the sunshine. Now think about that. You're outside. What other benefits are you getting from just being outside besides vitamin D? You're getting maybe exercise because that's why you're outside. You're getting maybe fresh air. So this well-rounded natural approach is really the best approach versus, I'm gonna go to the gym every day and I'm healthy. That's all I'm gonna do. That's my health. It's a well-rounded approach. It's exercise. It's making sure you get good sleep. It's making sure that you have good mental health. If you're struggling and you need counseling, get counseling. It's mental health is also like the messages, the internal voice that you listen to. What is it telling you? Like your spiritual health. What do you believe, and where do you go to nurture that belief? Your sleep, are you going to bed at a good time of night? There's studies that show that sleeping between 10 and 2 are your best optimal hours to get sleep. What do you drink? Are you drinking a lot of alcohol, which is dehydrating and really toxic on your liver? And I really want to explore the angle of how this might decrease our immunity, because we know when people drink a lot excessively, they are damaging their livers. And what I know about vitamin D, that sets off a lot of triggers. There's just not enough time in my life to study all this stuff. It's like, for me, when I'm studying something, all these little things go off in my mind, and I'm like, oh, what about this? What about that? So I'm not saying don't live a life that's like, you can't drink, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm just saying, think about what you're doing, take a well-rounded approach, be savvy and smart, live by the 80-20 rule, which is, 80% of the time do your very best, so that 20% of the time your body can handle, because we can't be perfect. So, and health is a very basic approach. You don't need science to tell you to go outside and get a little sunshine. You don't need science to tell you to have a well-rounded diet. You don't need science to tell you that, saying negative things to yourself or believing negative things about yourself is bad. We don't need science. It's a really easy and basic approach. So it's like let's get back to the basics on healthcare. Every time I learn something, my first, about a vitamin, my first instinct is always, what natural food can I get this from? Like, I was learning about hyaluronic acid, which is really good for the skin. It's really interesting. And yeah, we want to break these components down. They want to shove it in our skincare. And I'm like, my first thought is what foods have this? Turns out, grapefruits, orange juice, potatoes, sweet potatoes. There's foods that have these things, kale, in them that can benefit your skin and make you look younger. I don't know if most people know, I'm 53. I get told all the time that I look like I'm in my 30s, 40s, that I look 10 years younger than I am. That's not by accident. That's the choices that I've made for over years, but it doesn't have to be years. This stuff can happen so quickly for you. So, but you have to be consistent, and you have to, be doing this most of the time. So that's my goal. Even though I'm learning and exploring and trying to get a degree, I am going to get a degree in nutrition. My philosophy is always a very simple, back to the basics philosophy to health. It's common sense, it's easy, and anyone can do it. So let me know what you think, because I think we're making this way too hard on ourselves, and we don't have to. You can have the body, the youth, you can have it all. with simple choices. So thanks for watching. God bless you. See you on the happy and the healthy side of life.